We know this is one of the busiest times of year for our host employers, so we truly appreciate you taking the time to be here today. As a FYI, we are recording this presentation and will share after. You are welcome to post questions in the chat, and there will also be time at the end. My name is James Rich, and I'm the Director of Placement Sales at CIEE. I'm joined by my wonderful colleague, Tanya Noel, who leads CIEE's new community engagement initiative, One World Cafe. Today, we'll share more about this initiative, why we created it, and how it can support you, your participants, and your community. And Tanya, oh, thank you. You know. Before we dive in, we want to take a moment to recognize the important role you play in the Summer Work Travel Program. Bridge USA Summer Work Travel is about much more than temporary seasonal employment. It's about creating life-changing cultural exchange experiences. For many participants, their first meaningful interaction with their American host community happens through their workplace. You, your teams, and your colleagues are often their first introduction to American culture, workplace practices, and everyday life in the United States. We are incredibly grateful for your partnership and the role you play in making this cultural exchange experience possible. To date, more than 15,000 CIEE summer work travel participants have participated in the program during the 2026 spring and summer seasons. More than 13,000 participants are currently in the United States, representing 31 countries and living and working in host communities across 41 states. So thank you for your partnership in bringing the mission of Bridge USA and cultural exchange to life. And now I'm going to hand it over to Tanya to dive into our One World Cafe. Tanya?
Thank you, James. Thank you for setting the scene. And hello, everyone. My name is Tanya Noel, and I'm a Senior Director of Community Engagement at CIEE. And over the past few months, I've had the privilege of helping guide and shape CIEE's new community engagement initiative called One World Cafe. And before we dive into this initiative, I really just want to zoom us out and explain sort of very quickly what it is really about. The main focus of the initiative is strengthening connections between host employers, participants, and communities that host exchange visitors on Bridge USA programs, Summer Work Travel Program in particular, and really help make this program a successful experience for all the stakeholders. And as James shared, a successful program experience is really a result of strong partnerships amongst CIEE, the J1 visa sponsor, our host employers, yourselves, the U.S. Department of State, our international partners who really onboard and prepare participants for their experience before they arrive in the United States, and local communities across all 50 states that welcome participants each summer, spring, or winter season. And over the last 2 years, CIEE leadership has visited multiple communities across the country through our Bridge USA celebration tours. And during these visits, we met in person with our host employers, participants, community leaders, elected officials, and local partners. And across these in-person visits, roundtable conversations, and discussions, we heard consistent themes. Employers told us that their in-season staffing needs can change rather quickly during the season, and they wanted more support from CIEE. They also wanted more local support and local face-to-face presence from CIEE as well. Our participants shared that they want stronger community connections and easier access to community resources, especially upon arrival. And as a sponsor, as James mentioned, sponsoring more than 15,000 of participants, we see firsthand that when participants arrive, when they have access to community infrastructure right away, when they understand how transportation works, where the local library is, where closest healthcare institutions are, what events are available to them to engage with community during their stay. These participants are really set up for success at the very beginning and can focus on things that matter to them, such as being successful in their work, exploring their community, making connections, making the best out of this cultural exchange that they are here to pursue. And we also heard from host community members. They want more opportunities to interact with exchange visitors. They see thousands, hundreds of young students from all over the world arriving in their communities, riding bicycles, working at restaurants, hotels, spending their summer in various locations. And they really want to engage with the students. They want to learn about the students. They want to learn about their countries. They want to show the American hospitality to all these temporary residents in their communities. And they really asked us for more opportunities to be engaged. They also asked us for opportunities to understand more the program itself and to be more engaged with the program from the advocacy perspective. And at the same time, right, while listening to all of our stakeholders, CIEE and the Department of State, we remain committed to participant health, safety, and welfare and promoting the zero accident program culture. And these conversations, these shared priorities with our partners and program stakeholders really helped shape One World Cafe, which is our response to these evolving needs and in some cases challenges that our host employers, participants, and other stakeholders face. And while this initiative can and will look different from one community to another, it is built around three key areas of support from our host employers: an in-season workforce solution, CIEE local presence, and participant engagement. One World Crossroads is a new functionality already available through the familiar Beacon platform. It was created to connect current and future CIEE host employers with available CIEE participants who are already in the United States and are looking for additional employment opportunities. So simply speaking, participants who are looking for second jobs. So if you are using a CIEE hiring service to host participants this summer, you now have access to Crossroads through Beacon. You may have already seen communication about this service from our sales team or your dedicated international recruitment specialist with information including instructions and videos on how to post additional available positions. And we will be distributing these training materials after this session as well. So when your staffing needs change during the season, Crossroads provides a solution and helps you connect with and hire available CIE participants in your area. Hosts also shared that they want more face-to-face presence and support from CIEE. So we are responding through dedicated One World Cafe locations in select communities and through continued participation and support of already existing community support groups nationwide. So if you're new to the term of community support groups, these are pretty much grassroots local coalitions that include the Department of State, CIEE, other visa sponsors, host employers, chambers of commerce, destination marketing organizations, police department, fire department. So various organizations that work together to create a safe and welcoming environment for participants. And If the link to the list of community support groups is posted through the chat, we will also distribute it after the webinar. If there is a group in your community, visit their website, do share their resources with the students. They have great lists of events that are happening. So this is a wonderful opportunity to engage your participants in while they are on the program. And the third pillar of the initiative is participant engagement. So when participants feel connected and integrated in their communities, they have access to resources, they're better positioned to succeed at work and enjoy a meaningful and safe program experience. So through upcoming cultural programming at dedicated One World locations, which I will share shortly, and sponsorship and promotion and attendance of community support groups events, CIEE helps your participants access local resources, engage and build meaningful connections. And just last month, our team was on the road across 9 states, attending participant welcome events and orientations. We engaged with hundreds of the students. We also distribute reflective backpacks to participants as part of the Safe Bike Riding Initiative. So for those of you who have students who are riding bicycles, if you would like to request reflective backpacks to distribute to the students, please reach out to your international recruitment specialist and we can coordinate this to make this happen for you. And as you can see, One World Cafe initiative is more than just physical presence. It's a broader community engagement initiative. However, and way in which we're bringing this initiative to life is also through dedicated One World Cafe locations in select communities. And these locations will serve as local hubs to support, to provide support, resources, engagement, and programming to participants and to host employers in the area. So through cultural programming, orientations, food-themed community gatherings at these locations, we will help our participants engage locally, integrate, access resources, and truly create meaningful memories during their stay in the United States. This summer, we are very excited to launch 2 One World Cafe locations, one in Cape Cod in Falmouth and one in Galveston, Texas. So if you are in these locations, keep an eye on the invitation to attend a launch event for these hubs. And we also have additional hubs that will be opening over the next couple of years in Ocean City, Boston, Wisconsin, Lake George, New York, and Big Sky, Montana. So very excited and very much look forward to welcoming host employers and your participants in these spots. And before we wrap up and open the space for questions, I want to highlight one more time a concrete way you can engage with the initiative and benefit today, which is One World Crossroads. For example, if you have a participant or staff member who leaves unexpectedly, or you need additional support during a busy period, Crossroads gives you another way to connect with CIE participants already nearby and fill in your fluctuating needs. So you can access it through the Beacon platform or by reaching out to your dedicated international recruitment specialist to start accessing and using this functionality as you navigate, as we know, a very busy season. So I will pause for a moment to see if we have any questions, if we have any comments. Before we finish the discussion, the webinar. Okay. And you're welcome to access the Crossroads user guide and information through the chat. And we will be distributing this recording, and we will be distributing all the materials after the webinar to all our host employers. Okay. I guess given that this is a very busy time, we are very grateful to all of you for your time, for joining. We look forward to being in touch and to give you what looks like 10 minutes back to your busy schedules. Thank you, everyone. Thank